When you're asked to find the focus of a parabola, given its equation in this general form here, the first thing you want to do is try to put it into one of these formulas. It's very similar to some of the things you've done before, but you can see the formula looks a little different. We have this x minus h over here times 4p, or y minus k over here with 4p, depending on which value is squared. So here we have the y squareds, and the x's are not squared. So the first thing you want to do is kind of move the y squareds over to the other side of the equation. Okay, so make that a little smaller. So we're going to get x equals a negative y squared minus 4y. And then you're going to go ahead and complete the square over here. So in order to do that, you need to common factor any value that's in front of the y squared. We're going to add something to the other side. X plus blank equals a negative 1 times y plus 4. Excuse me, that's y squared plus 4y plus blank. Okay, so now we need to complete the square. So you do that by taking the middle term, dividing it in half, and taking that result and squaring it. And that's the number that goes here, and that's going to be 4. Now remember, we didn't just add 4 to the right side, we added a negative 1 times 4. So over here on the left side, to keep the equations equal, we need to multiply there. Okay? So, after you do that, let's just write this as x minus 4 over here, equals a negative 1, and then we're going to factor this. Y squared plus 4y plus 4 becomes y plus 2. And this is going to be the quantity squared. You can see if you factor this out, you'll get y plus 2 times y plus 2, which is what this means. Now in our equation, you can see we don't want any values in front of the squared terms. So we're going to go ahead and divide everything by, well, essentially you're dividing everything by negative 1, but I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite this as negative 1 times the quantity of x minus 4 equals the quantity of y plus 2. Okay, so here you can see what the center is. The center is at 4, negative 2, excuse me, the vertex. And then we need to, in order to find the focus, we need to find out what p value is, and then find out if you're adding or subtracting p to the x-coordinate or the y-coordinate of the vertex. So basically, let's look at what this is. So a negative 1 equals 4p. And so you divide both sides by 4, so negative 1/4 is p. Okay, so let's look at what kind of graph you have here, basically. So this is a graph that it's an x equals parabola, okay? So it is going to open right or left, and once you move the y squared over to the other side, you got x on one side, you can see the number in front of the y squared is a negative, so this opens up this way. But also the fact that p is negative here tells you you're going to be, adding a negative, and you're going to add it, the focus is always inside the parabola, okay? So it's p distance away from this vertex. So you can see here, you're going right or left. So you're going to be adding a negative 1/4 p onto your x-coordinate of your vertex. So if your x-coordinate is 4, then we're going to do 4 plus a negative 1/4. Now you can write that as 3 3/4, or you could think of 4 as 16 over 4 and get 15 over 4. It's same value. And the x-coordinate stays the same. This is how you find the focus.